Ignite is an ongoing series of speedy presentations. They've ranged from building multi-person pogo sticks to hacking chocolate. Any topic that geeks hold dear. Each speaker gets only 5 minutes and 20 slides that auto-advance every 15 seconds. The talk you're about to hear was recorded live at one of the featured Ignite events around the world.
I'm here representing Dare to be Digital. We're an event, a one-day event with hands-on workshops for 7th to 10th grade girls, introducing them to computer science, and with the hope of inspiring them to pursue an education and a career in high technology. This will be the first year Dare to be Digital will ever happen, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about putting on an event, but also some of the challenges you're going to face if you put on an event for the very first time. So let me start with the basics. Venue, you need a place and a date. An important part of venue is find a champion inside that organization to help you with whatever requirements the venue has, but also to help you smooth any feathers you happen to ruffle unintentionally. Dare to be Digital and Silicon Valley Code Camp that I've worked on for the last several years. Go to Foothill College. That's a wonderful venue. They're an incredibly supportive organization. Next is fundraising. There'll be a whole talk on fundraising. One of the things to consider, and beyond just the fundraising itself, is that you need to find somebody to be your bank, to take the money in and to pay your bills. That company can be a nonprofit, but it doesn't have to be. So not everybody knows that. Speakers, plan on an ongoing dialogue with your speakers from when you sign them up to when your event happens. You'll need information from them. They'll have special requests of you. It's okay to say no to some of those special requests, but you'll need to continue to talk to them. Likewise, to your attendees, you'll need some form to register, track, count your attendees, if nothing else, to make sure there's enough bottled water for everybody. But you'll also want to promote your event to the people who have registered. Finally, every event's going to have some logistical challenges that are unique to that event. This is the Silicon Valley Code Camp lunch line. That's 1,000 people that we had to feed within an hour. So just think about for your event what's going to be logistically challenging for you. Well, that's the basics. If you're putting on an event for the first time, like Dare to be Digital this year, you'll find you'll have some additional challenges. First off is you need a team to help you put an event on. It's just way too much work to try to do it by yourself. You'll need to ask a lot of people. A fraction of them will say yes, and a fraction of those will actually do the really tough chores, the difficult things. You need a core team that will support you to make it happen. Next, you need to solve the chicken and egg problem of if you don't have an event with attendees, why would speakers come? If you don't have speakers, why are the attendees going to come? How do you break through that? There's more than one way to do it. For Dare to be Digital, we started with speakers, and actually started first with building credibility for our organization through our leaders, Ann and Ruth here, the companies they represent, and the credibility of the sponsors that we were able to pull in to support us. We've had a couple more Microsoft and Intuit who have joined since I had to turn in these slides. So once we had that, we systematically went out and approached people and companies who would have an interest in addressing our audience, the 7th to 10th grade young ladies, and could put on a workshop that it would be potentially interesting and compelling to them. So it took us about 3 months to pull together 20 workshops for our event this late in February. Now, CLS West, the event the bands put together here, took an entirely different track. They started with attendees and not speakers. So Van started with a group of people he met at CLS in San Jose in July. Got about 10 people who said, okay, I'll do it with you, Van. Signed them up. Asked them to sign up, a couple of your friends. Got to like 20 or 30 people. At that point, he had sent an invite out, a private invite, only to the distribution list from that San Jose Summit event. After that, he got 50 people. Well, with 50 people, then he went public. And heck, you go take a look at an event, 50 people are registered, and it was a success from the get-go. So just think about how you're going to build the attraction. Finally, the very important element to put on any event, but particularly in the first year, is that you're going to need to have perseverance, optimism, and just an incredible amount of energy to pull it off. People are skeptical, people are busy, there's just a lot going on in the calendar anyway, what is this new thing? So expect that you're going to put a lot of your own personal energy in, and you're going to need your team to help you too. So in summary, launching a new event, beyond the basics of what all events have, 3 main things you need to think about. Really important to have the group of people that you work with believe in your event and be willing to help you with the heavy lifting. Spend some time thinking about how you're going to build the attraction, what's going to make people come, what's going to put your event on the map, especially in its first year. And then finally, that undying enthusiasm, that cheerleading that Ben is such a great example for. Plan on spending some time on that too. Thank you.